Hey, we're doing the series, and this is going to be a short abdominal. It's 7 minutes of abdominals. We're going to walk it into a plank position, so coming to the top of the mat or the back of the mat. You can walk forward or back, but just take it into a plank. Shoulders are over wrists, abs are engaged. Deep breath. Big inhale. 2 more breaths right here, inhaling and exhaling on your own timing. And then you can stretch your back, your shoulders. It's a downward dog. It's very common because it's done in yoga, but it's also a great stretch for fitness. Back to the plank. And you can just hold the plank as I explain what we're going to do because we're moving into abs. If you don't want to hold the plank, you can always come to the knees. So we're going to do 45 seconds on and 15 seconds off of an ab exercise. This is also sort of like a warm-up. It's going to go for 7 minutes. Just follow me right before we start. I'll tell you what's next. So if you're in the plank, go on, come out of it. Take a moment to stretch. You can come into the child's pose. And then flip around and come onto your back. Because the first ab exercise starts on the back. So what it is the legs are up here, and your hand is right here behind your head. The other hand is on the ground. The legs go down, and then as the legs come up, you exhale. They get to the top, and then you crunch up. You take a little twist. Notice how my elbow goes towards the center, and then you go back down. And we'll do that for 45 seconds. On that 15-second break, we'll rest, and then we'll do the other side and continue going with more ab stuff. Great. All right, let's get going. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. So come to your back, and we'll get started. You'll hear the beat. It's nice and loud. I tested it. Legs up, hand behind head. So it goes down, big exhale, draw navel to spine, and then crunch, right elbow goes to the center. Down, big exhale, crunch, elbow comes to the center. When you crunch, you're trying to get the shoulder blade off the ground of either the right or left, whatever one that your hand that is bent. Big exhale, twisting crunch, shoulder blade comes off the ground. This arm can stay down. Keep going. Big exhale. Now, if you're feeling lower back, don't go down as far. You can just come on a tiny diagonal. That's okay. Inhale. Exhale and twist. Inhale. Great. This is your rest. And we do the other side. So it's going to be the other arm goes behind. It's the same movement, and this arm is out like this. Legs are up. When it beeps is when you start again. 45 seconds. Great, here we go. So legs go down, big exhale, up and twist. And keep it going. Legs go down, big exhale, keep the exhale even as you come up for the crunch and twist. Make sure you're drawing the navel to the spine, and twisting. This doesn't have to be fast. Just make sure you're working the core. Again, if you feel it too much in your back, you don't go down as far with the legs, but you can still come up for this full crunch. Keep it going. Up and twist. Great. Your next one brings your knees in. Knee in right, knee in left. Your head, your shoulder blades can come off the ground. If it's uncomfortable to the back, take the head down. It's coming. Here it goes. Shoulder blades up, legs up. 1, 2, 3. So the knee comes in, you can give it a little bit of a tug. I actually think that sort of helps the hip flexor. Exhale every time. Your gaze is right in between your legs, so the chin is looking a little bit tucked down. Keep breathing. You want to exhale every time. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Try to keep the head up, shoulder blades off the ground. If it's hurting the back, lower the head down. Awesome. Your next one, do some scissors. It goes scissors down, but you stay down. You bring the knees into your chest. You reverse crunch. Then your legs go out. Then you bring it up. It's a little complicated, but I'll do it with you. Start with the scissors down. So scissors down, knees come into the chest, you reverse crunch to lift up your tailbone, legs go back out, and then you bring the legs back up to begin. So scissors down, pull the knees into the chest, you reverse crunch because you lift up the tailbone, legs go shooting back out, and then you pull them back up. So scissors down, knees come into the chest, lift the tailbone up, and if you have lower back injury, you're shooting your legs at a high diagonal. And then back down, scissors. You can always take your hands underneath your butt if it's a little bit easier that way. Shoot the legs straight out, and then up, and scissors. Knees come into the chest, lift up, shoot the legs out, and up. Awesome, we turn it over and we're coming into a plank. Yay! Plank position, you're taking the tailbone up, and then you're just bringing it right straight back down. Right knee comes into the chest. Then you go to the left. Here we go. So tiny bit tailbone up. It's not a downward dog. It's just a tiny pelvis up to pull the knee into the chest and really pull the navel in. Pelvis goes up. Lift up the opposite leg. This is different from a mountain climber because you're trying to really pull the navel in, pull the knee as much as you can. Maybe even in front of the nose if you can get the knee in front of the nose. That's how hard you're pulling it in. If you don't want to be on your wrist, you're going to come to this forearm plank and drop right knee and left knee. Keep it going. Great. We're flipping it right back over, and we're sitting up side to side, extending the arms. So it goes sit up and extend. You do try to get most of your back off the ground, and then we go to the other side every time. So it goes right, then left, right, then left. So sit up to the right, and sit up to the left, and sit up to the right. This is meant to really start to hurt the abs, burn out the abs, and sit up to the left. Big exhales, keep it going. Good. And left. So if you're having neck injury, if you're new to this, you're just going to lift up and do tiny little crunches right here. Your hands are behind your head. So that's some of your modification. Right. Left. Keep it going. You're doing great. Left. Awesome. So we're going to flip it over again. Part of the fun is flipping it over. But this time you're coming to a forearm plank. You're going to clasp your hands. Your hips go to the right, and then your hips go to the left. If you need to modify, the knees can go down. The hips just don't go as far. Here we go. So again, if you need to modify, the knees are down. Keep it breathing. Whew. Hopefully you're feeling in the core. 7 minutes straight, basically, of core. Keep it breathing, you got it, side to side. Awesome. Take a moment and breathe because you've got one more. You're going to sit onto your elbows and you're going right. It's a jackknife into the center and left. One leg is over the top, so this is one of the confusing ones. You're on one butt cheek and then one butt cheek. So you are going side to side. And then in and then out. If this is a little confusing, you can always stay here and just taking one leg out and one leg in. Feel free to do that. So you roll onto one butt cheek, the knees come to the center, and then you roll onto the other butt cheek. You are on your forearms. And in and out. You're doing great. And out and out. So these are called jackknives. Reach, pull in, and reach. Big exhales. Nice and strong. It's your last one. Out. Big exhale. Out. Great. Nice 7-minute ab warm-up. So let's take a quick stretch. You're just going to come into this cat-cow position and really reach up through your chest, releasing through the stomach and breathe. And then pull it back. And then come all the way to the knees, or you can do the standing if you don't want to be on the knees. It's totally fine, either one. And you're just going to reach up, take your hands behind you, reach up and back, and breathe. That's a good stretch for the core. Well, that's it. Thank you so much. Bye.